Hi, my name is Rob, and I'm going to show you my frame-up restoration on my '86 Trans Am. Start by going over the chassis of the car, and I'll show you the motor that's going in and all that. So to start, this is the car. It's obviously a mess right now. Anybody that's ever restored a car will understand where I'm coming from. Start in the back of the car and work our way up. Car's in primer right now. I've owned this car for about 8 years now. My first car when I turned 17. I decided to do a frame-up resto on it about 3 years ago. This is where I'm at right now. Go down to the axle. This is an axle out of a 95 LT1 Trans Am. It's a 410 axle. Not the best gear ratio for the motor I'm putting in it, but I'll deal with it for now. As you can see, the underside of the car has been completely scraped down to bare metal and rhino lined. I've got a Tokiko shock and spring package, full BMR suspension, including the panhard rod, control arms, a bunch of other stuff up front that I'll get to. The car has a plastic LS1 tank in it, as you can see right there, and it's got a pair of Walbro 255 pumps in it. I'll show you underneath here. As you can see, it's got all brand new fuel line all the way up to the front. The undercoating is not completely done yet, but I'm working on that. The fuel line is aluminum 1/2-inch line. Need that to feed the motor that's going in. Shot of the other side here. And there's the control arms. Everything's adjustable. Not sparing any change on this car anywhere. Everything's either going to be replaced or refurbished. T56 transmission will be going in right there. Personally a big fan of this shift knob. And start making our way to the front here. The car has absolutely no interior in it right now. I'm just going to stick basically with the factory interior because I want to keep the car kind of original to its roots, being an '86. I know a lot of people put a 4th gen interior in them, but that's not the way I'm going with this. Here's my calipers. This is actually the color the car is going to be painted. These are C5 Corvette aluminum calipers. Here's the front suspension that's not on yet. They are 13-inch Corvette rotors. BMRA arms, stuff's a little dusty. There's front Tokiko shocks and springs going on. Come over to the front. Engine bay has already been painted. The color is Plymouth Prowler orange metallic. BMR K member. As I said, all the suspension will probably be BMR. I got an LS1 master cylinder on there with the factory 3rd gen disc brake proportioning valve. New gearbox, new everything. There's the fuel line coming up from the front there. Let's see if I can get a shot underneath. See how the fuel lines run. Tranny tunnel's all been coated. And that's pretty much it so far for the car. Got a set of stainless steel brake lines on the way. After the brakes are done, I'm going to start dropping the motor. Here is the heart of the beast. It's a 5.3 liter Chevy engine, iron block. It has the 6 liter 317 truck heads on it. Drops the compression down to about 8.6 to 1 or so. All stock motor except for the heads. It's got a Corvette Z06 camshaft in it and then Z06 valve springs. And then, as you can see, I have turbo manifolds on it because it will be turbo. There's the rest of the turbo piping. And those are going to connect to this right here, which is my pride and joy. It's a Turbonetics T76 Turbo. Got a Turbonetics race gate, 42mm wastegate that will be going on. The engine, I am hoping when it's done at about 14 or 15 pounds of boost, should make about 5 to 550 wheel horsepower. Not a lot of people put money into third gens, but this car's got kind of a sentimental value to me after owning it for 8 years. Wheel wells have all been rhino lined. No corners cut on this car. And hopefully it'll be ready for the paint booth. I'm expecting in the next 2 or 3 months, and at that point can definitely start to get a good jump on the progress. I expect the whole car to be back together after paint by next spring, so keep an eye back, and I'll definitely have more videos to report, more pictures. See you later.